Welcome to System Dynamics Online Tutorials. Within this session we're going to cover the single level explosion inquiry under the manufacturing environment. Within manufacturing and within structures and routings we have a series of inquiries, and the single level explosion is an application that allows me to look at all the components for a given finished good and the requirements of those components. It's similar in the sense of actually looking at the structure maintenance. However, you may not want to show or have everybody have access to the structure, bill of materials, etc. So the single level explosion actually allows them to query by warehouse and the given structure all of the subcomponents. This can be thought of as a triangle, where the very top of the triangle is the finished good or manufactured item, and it explodes down, showing me all of the component levels and component requirements underneath. When the application is first entered, it's asking for the warehouse to perform this explosion on, and we can use a list of values to actually call up all of the valid warehouses that we have in the system and access to, and pick the individual warehouse that we want to execute for. When we enter or hit enter or leave the warehouse field, the system automatically goes into an enter query mode for the query. It's asking me now for the structure that's valid at this warehouse so that it can go out and display all the components required for it. So on my query, I could use a list of values and it will display all of the valid structures available to me within this warehouse. So if I wanted to see the single level explosion of this W0750, I could simply select that and then execute the query. And the system will return the pertinent information about that particular item. It's a finished good, it belongs to product group 1, it's sold in the case, the structure quantity is 1000, the revision number if it's there, the revision date, the date that it was actually entered into the system, and any engineering reference code that was added to it. In the bottom half it displays to me the actual components that make up this 1000 cases. Here it shows me the bulk, the BT750, the caps, the labels, the cases, etc. And whether all the pertinent information about each one of these components as to the product type, the unit, any scrap percentage, and the required quantity, stop date and lag information on this product. So it's a quick inquiry for people who do not have access to the actual structure maintenance to actually do a single level implosion or a single level explosion on a given item and see all the components required for it. And that concludes the single level explosion.